Welcome back. October is filled with a lot of really great game releases, but let's talk about a few heavy hitters in particular, starting with Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Megan?
Oh my gosh, yeah. Assassin's Creed, of course, is one of my all-time favorite game series. I've played every game to date, and I absolutely just love the entire franchise. And this game is taking the series in a very different direction. We're going back to ancient Greece, which takes place long before the timeline of Origins. And Origins is where we saw the birth of the Brotherhood and the birth of the Assassins. So it's going to be very interesting to see how they incorporate it in a game that takes place, you know, way before. Also, for the first time, you can choose between a male or a female character. In Assassin's Creed Syndicate, you could switch between a brother and a sister, but here you actually choose a character that you play as for the entire game. There's also romances, which I always love to see in games.
Yeah.
And there's decisions that actually impact what happens in the story, which, you know, with Assassin's Creed being history-based, I'm very intrigued to see how they're going to, you know, make that happen and make that work.
It's really interesting.
Yeah.
So pre-order Assassin's Creed Odyssey to get the Blind King DLC mission. So let's transition to a game that normally releases in November, which is Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Now, this is the first time that the center of the narrative is going to be around multiplayer. And it's grounded tactical multiplayer as well, so we're back on the ground. All the specialists have their own unique abilities to really customize and fit your own play style, and this is the biggest day one launch of zombies content that we've ever seen. So we have 3 different zombie maps. And also what everybody's been talking about, which is Blackout, Call of Duty's Battle Royale mode.
Wow, I'm very intrigued about that. I feel like a lot of games are bringing Battle Royale to their forefront now, and I'm so interested to see how Black Ops is going to do that.
And it's going to have the biggest map in the history of the Call of Duty franchise.
Wow.
Pre-order to get access to next month's Call of Duty Black Ops 4 Blackout Beta. So now let's move on from multiplayer to fighting against each other in Soul Calibur 6.
I'm really excited about Soul Calibur 6. I really got into Soul Calibur 2 back in the day, and we haven't had a new Soul Calibur game in 6 years, so it's about time.
Oh, yeah.
Now, this is the first time we're getting a Soul Calibur game run on the Unreal Engine, so that's really cool. But in addition to that, I feel like the most awesome thing about Soul Calibur is the characters. They are just iconic. And some of the returning characters that we're gonna get are Ivy, we're gonna get Keelik back, which I'm super excited about because Keelik and Seung Mina were both my favorites. So I know Keelik's coming back, still keeping my fingers crossed for Seung Mina. You've also got Nightmare and multiple other ones that have already been confirmed. But what's really cool is the cameo characters. In the past, we've had Yoda, we've had Link, we've had Spawn, and this time around, we've got Geralt from The Witcher. So how awesome is that? I feel like he's just perfect for Soul Calibur.
Oh my gosh, with all of his abilities that he has, the different signs, and watching his combat, I saw the announcement trailer for him. All of his switching between his 2 different swords is seamless and fluid, and I cannot wait to play him.
Yes.
So pre-order to get an exclusive Ivy Valentine fig pin available only at GameStop.
Ooh, Ivy is such an iconic character too. She's great.
So now let's head back to World War II with Battlefield 5.
Yes, now Battlefield 5 is really going back to its roots with World War II. Can I just say how cool it is that the first time in history we've got a woman on the cover of a Battlefield game? How rad is that?
That's so cool.
But I'm just really excited. They're going back to their roots with World War II. You've got a very dynamic single-player campaign going on with a very dramatic story, very intense. And of course, why most people like Battlefield games is for the multiplayer. And they've kind of teased at their own Battle Royale version as well.
It's really interesting. I feel like a lot of games are adding that now, and I'm excited to see how they all play out.
Yeah, I'm really curious about that, but I feel like Battlefield, honestly, just is perfect for that because they've always had the big maps and, a ton of players. So I don't see why that couldn't work.
I'm interested to see them dip their toes into that. So pre-order to get the Enlister offer, which gives you early access to the Battlefield 5 beta. You also get an additional outfit, special assignments, and 5 weapons from Battlefield 1. So finally, a game that we've been waiting 8 years for. Red Dead Redemption 2.
Now, I loved Red Dead Redemption. I mean, the open world, I'm a big fan of open world games, first of all. And
so me too.
Yeah, and this has just done it so well. And with Red Dead Redemption 2, we're not playing as John Marston this time. It is a prequel, but he will return at some capacity. What that is, I don't know for sure because Rockstar's being tight-lipped about this.
Yeah, they really are.
I can't wait to find out more. But I do know that you do get to play as the outlaw Arthur Morgan, which is really cool.
And there's single and multiplayer as well.
Yeah, of course. I've always loved Red Dead because to me it just feels like, I mean, of course it's developed by Rockstar, so it's gonna feel GTA-ish, but it feels like a Grand Theft Auto, like in a cowboy version. It's great.
It really does, and you have a lot of freedom to just go crazy.
And
yeah, you want to be good, you want to be bad.
It's fun.
However path you want to take.
Yeah, for sure.
So you can pre-order all of these games right now at GameStop. You can trade in the games, systems, and tech you don't use anymore to get your games for less. After the break, we're going back to school.